hang on, honey, hang on. I've got to turn this into wind. In a sec. Just leave it there a minute.
You have got a sailing boat behind us.
That's the thing, I need to go into wind and he's there.
Why is everybody so much better at this?
Oh, that's so much easier to get tension on the sail now. Way easier, I can do it with one hand. Makes so much difference. Hello and welcome back to season 2 of Aurora.
Yay!
We are finally sailing after all that work and sanding and painting and everything, and yeah, we're finally on the water and we're sailing. And what an amazing sail it is too. You know, we're full sail out, maybe 10 knots of wind or something, and we're doing around 6 knots or something like that. But
she's flying.
yeah,
Absolutely flying. I think it's the new bottom paint.
yeah, the new bottom paint helps, I can tell you. But sorry, just got to look where we're going as well. Once again, we have no idea where we're going. We're just sailing out into the archipelago somewhere, and then what? I need to look at the wind direction and everything and see where we end up tonight. But look at this, boats are all out on the water. It's our first time out this year. Amazing. Still need to warm up a bit, I guess. It's May at the moment, so yeah, but this feels fantastic, you know. I always get a little bit of anxiety the first sail, because you don't know what's going to have teething problems, you don't know what's not going to work, what's going to work, so yeah. One thing I did over the winter actually is went out and bought one of these blocks here on the jib. Now this helps me tension the sail up so much more actually, it makes it so much easier. I think it probably takes off about 1/3 of the load, if not more to a half. But yeah, it's so good. I can get the jib very tight. I mean, now I'm quite tight to the wind. So I've got a really nice shape on the jib right now and sailing very well. Very happy about that. So yeah, if you get a Hansa 418 brand new, I don't think you're given that block, but on the 458 you are. So yeah, it's really worth having, that's for sure.
Hello. We are at Säck, just at the entrance now. Gets so much warmer as soon as you get out of the wind. So hopefully there's not too many people in there, but let's go in and check it out. I think you need to go more in that way. Stop!
Sometimes it can be tricky trying to find anchor points for the rope, especially if there are no cracks to knock any stakes in. Of course, the best anchor points are trees, but if the trees are in the wrong place, you can't exactly move them. The best sort of angle that I've found works best is about 30 degrees either side of the bow. But in this case we have to use the tree just to the right of the bow, which hasn't got much of an angle going to starboard, but sometimes you have to compromise. You just need to watch the wind and make sure that you've got a bit of swinging room on the port side as well in this case.
We got in for the first time this year without any damage or anything. Just a little bit of shouting at each other. Or Tanya, not enough shouting.
No,
You need to communicate.
Yeah, but I did. I just hate shouting in here where people are sitting.
I know, but I can't hear anything back there. You need to.
That's because you have to.
But the problem is at the back is the engine noise kind of cancels everything out up at the front here, so maybe we need to look into some kind of little radio system or something. So guys, first anchoring, first anchor bubbles. We chose a anchorage that's not too difficult and not too challenging for our first time. I can already feel that some parts of this year are a little bit challenging as we're a little bit rusty and just getting into it. I saw in the marina there was quite a few boats on the hard still at this time of year, so the anchorage is kind of busy, but not too busy at least. There's absolutely no one on the other side at the moment because the wind is going over there, so everyone's chosen this side today. I was super excited to get the new solar panel installation hooked up and working. I'll make a video of the full installation in one of the technical videos at some point. Fingers crossed. Look at that. Got solar voltage of 15 volts and 0.5 amps. So it's not very much at the moment, but yeah, the sun's very low in the sky and it's a little bit shaded as well, but at least we know it's connected. And it's charging with first barbecue, just got the barbecue lit. Yeah, 20 minutes, she'll be done. It's a bit cold, but it's okay actually, it's really nice. I have no idea what we're cooking, to be honest. As you probably guessed, Tanya deals with more of the cooking stuff and buying all that and provisioning and so on, and I deal with more of the technical stuff and getting us where we need to go and doing a lot of the sailing and things like that. But Tanya's learning, she's doing really well, I think. But I should really get inspired by cooking, but I just don't find the necessity to do it, or the inspiration to do it, you know. I can cook basic things obviously, but that's a life goal for me, to actually learn how to cook really good things, you know. But yeah, that's another story. It's such a special feeling on the first weekend out. You feel like, you know, you're free again, especially when you live in an apartment in the city and you're more or less used to a concrete jungle, and to get out and into nature and to see different things and whatever, it's really nice. I mean, obviously we go for walks in the winter and stuff, but it's just not the same. It's nice to come out on the boat and just feel the wind and get out on the water. It's something special about it. I love it. Tanya's just coming now with something, and she's just about to ask me to go and take it from her. Now let's see what she does when I sit here and don't do anything. But it's getting a little bit chilly now, so we're going to end the night outside a bit early. As you can see in here, it's only 17 degrees, so we set it to 22. It's going to warm up in a bit. We're just going to have a nice cozy night in and then see where we end up tomorrow. So, like I said, you've already seen Säck, so let's see where we end up tomorrow. Good morning! It is the next morning and we are travelling from Säck down towards Sandton, but we're going to stop in a place called Eknö, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing a new place, or we are, rather. I keep saying I, it's we. But yeah, Tanya's just investigating some things on the boat, you know, reading through a few manuals, because with this boat there's so many things that we don't know. Definitely the VHF and all the functions on that we need to know more about.
And on the VHF it looks like we have an email or a message, but we can't get into it. So we don't really know what it is. Yeah. But there's nothing in here about VHF. Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, as you can see, we were just having a really good sail. Or you can't see that because right now we've just gone into wind again. So I just adjusted another 10 degrees to port. We just lost the wind. But yeah, so far it's been a really, really peaceful sail. I didn't do too much filming yesterday because, yeah, I was just tired really. I'd been rushing to get everything done, the solar panel install. Yeah, before this weekend and before the charter guests arrive next weekend also. Next weekend is the first charter guest weekend, so I wanted to have that done. But I will do a video separately on that. I'll just show you the install pretty quickly. The wind's light. It's not really a problem walking up deck at the moment. Yeah, there she is. 70-watt solar panel. Really happy with that. The only thing is that in some ways I wish I'd have gone with the 110 watt now, which would have covered that whole panel all the way up until the where it goes up there. However, what I was concerned about is these blocks would be shading it all the time. That's why I didn't go with the 110 watt. I went with the 78 watt Sunbeam tough model instead, which is fine because we're also going to have two 55 watt long panels down either side. But yeah. Yeah, it's just reached its maximum limit because we lost the wind there for a second. So the autopilot lets you know if the rudder's on the limit and it can't do any more, but yeah, she'll come back round when the speed gets up a little bit. Look at this, nice. That's fine, honey, no worries there. So we're heading to a place called Eknö because it's got some really nice shelter from a southerly wind. Later on tonight the winds are going to start getting up. I think they're between 20 and 25 knots from the south, and also the rain starts coming in sort of late next morning, sorry. So we want to find a place where we can be all day tomorrow without having to move, and when we just sit and chill out in the rain, I guess. Wait until Sunday and then we got some nice winds to start sailing back. Yeah. It's so peaceful out here. Really been looking forward to this over the winter. It's so nice. Just all the anxiety is gone now because yeah, we know the boat works and we know that we can actually do this. Once you've done a full season with the boat, you've gone through all the stages of winterizing, springtime, launching as well, all the summer. Yeah, so we're happy. It's good times. Now we're sailing. We've got some breeze now and she's doing really well. 6 knots, close hauled into the wind, but we've got to go over there. So we're just going to go further this way up here and then tack left down towards Sandholm and then veer left to a place called Eknö. But yeah, she's doing really well now. Look at that. 6 knots into wind. I think the wind's doing probably 9 knots or something. Oh no, true wind speed 6.6 knots and we're doing 5.8. I must have done something right today with the sails. Great, this is fantastic. Actually, when we just left Säck, we met another social media boat, SV Vinlek in Säck, but we didn't actually realize that there were 3 boats away from us until we pulled out and saw the boat name on the back. So if you're watching, hi guys. Too bad we couldn't meet up. I think that's our favorite place is Säck, and the same with theirs as well. A lot of people are posting Instagram photos about Säck. I really like it in there. Whee! Sometimes it's quite interesting sailing around the Stockholm archipelago because the islands can change the wind on you. Now just a minute ago I was heading straight towards these islands in this direction, but now as we've coming around the islands and we're going towards this island over here, the island is changing the wind direction so I could get closer to the wind, and now I'm actually going to make it up the channel there. So sometimes the islands can really screw you with the wind and sometimes they can work in your favor. So I don't need to tack now, which is quite nice.
Sometimes in the search for the perfect anchorage, you can end up going through some very narrow gaps which can make you a little bit nervous. But in the Stockholm archipelago there's many steep ledges, so the depth gets very deep very quickly. And also the charts are very accurate, which really helps a lot. It's always a good idea to have a spotter on the front as well, just in case there's anything that's in the water that's not on the chart, and also to look at the depths as well. In this passage behind Eknö, the chart showed the depth to be about 2.4 meters, but we wasn't really comfortable with this, and I didn't really fancy scraping the keel up today, so we just backed out and chose to choose another anchorage. Just round the corner we found this nice little anchorage, and it seemed perfect, but unfortunately there was a lot of trees around the area, so we know that as soon as the sun starts to go down, you're gonna lose the sunset, so we decided to go back where we'd seen before. You'll notice here, one thing I like to do when I'm checking out any potential mooring like this is take the boat quite close to the shore, stop the boat there, and then leave her in slow reverse as I walk up the deck, and that gives me some nice time to just look around, see the depth that's coming from the shore, see if there's any obstacles, any rocks sticking out, anything like that. And then I'm reassured that the boat is going to stop, it's going to go back by itself, and it's not just going to drift forward into the shoreline. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, drop us a like. If you like this channel, please subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers now, which is amazing actually. I'm surprised we've made it this far. Thanks guys. See you next time. Cheers.
A bit starboard. Few meters. 1 meter. Half a meter.